part 2 of Africa's premier sports video podcast, the 3/4 podcast. As usual, remember to jump onto the hashtag Road to Japan to support the Kenya Simbas as they are still looking to qualify for the Rugby World Cup in 2019 in Japan. I'm Dini Duffield.
And I'm Nora Kamuya.
So Kenyan rugby history.
Yeah.
Yep, we're looking at Ofafa Jericho.
Yeah.
Did well in Prescott. Did well at the Impala Floodlit tournament.
Yeah.
Also did well in provincials. These guys have come from like nowhere.
Yeah.
And decided, hey, we're on the map.
We're on the map now. Yeah, they're one of the schools that have recent powerhouses, can I call them that. Of course, they located in Nairobi. One of the oldest provincial schools that we've had in Nairobi. Previously, Ofafa Jericho associated with football. And then at the time of maybe 2010 thereabouts, they then became a rugby powerhouse. I think it corresponds with the time that the game was expanding, countrywide. So, like I've said, the recent powerhouse, Impala Floodlights, Black Rock, Prescott Cup, and on the Nairobi stage. Unfortunately, Nairobi has a lot of competition that they've been unable to head to the national level. So I think the most notable person to have played for Ofafa Jericho is KCB and Simbas with Peter Gary. Yeah.
I think I love the way the game of rugby is growing.
Yeah.
As in, it's just whoever is in charge of that. I know, of course, it's not just one person.
Yes.
But they're doing a good job.
They are doing a good job. In 2016, I think, they're doing a good job on one side, and on the other side, something's happening. Because in 2016, the Impala Floodlight tournament, I was there and I was sitting down, and I just got there when the school's game has ended, which was also not good because I take it back maybe 10 years ago, the rugby fans would actually be there from 2
that is true. That is
to
true.
watch the school games. So either it's the quality of the game or it's the quality of the tournament that I don't feel attracted to be there from 2 p.m. But yeah, I think that's the year the final was Laser Hill and Ofafa Jericho. And I was asking someone, Jesus Christ, like,
who are these guys?
Who are these guys in the finals? You know? So yeah, I do agree with you. It's very good for the game to see that to the levels at which it's gotten to end in high school.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
So we move on to the Safari Sevens, which we missed last year.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it was a shame, but hey. It's back.
Yeah.
And on Gong Road.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I want to see how that will work.
Yeah.
I really do, because the way the game is expanding, I don't know, like, capacity-wise, it's going to be super tricky. But I mean, a lot of people have been advocating for it to come back to Gong Road because Kasarani is too far away. And I mean, I guess there is a point to it. But what do you think? It's going to be on the 10th, from the 10th to the 12th of November.
Yeah.
Teams have already confirmed.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got Shuja. I mean, they don't need to.
Okay.
They will play. We've got Emerging Box, we've got Spain, we've got Uganda, we've got Portugal, and a bunch of others.
Yeah.
So it's good that, first of all, teams. I remember the last time we had the Safari Sevens, teams had not confirmed up until I think the last week. So it's definitely good they've got that part done.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
I mean, it's returning to the home of rugby in Kenya after an 8-year hiatus. First 2 years, the last time it was at RFEA was 2010, actually when it had just been renamed the Safaricom Sevens. So 2011, 2012 it was played at Nine Stadium, and 2013 all the way to 2016 it was played at Kasarani. As you say, 2017 did not happen. They say it was because of the political situation. I say that's BS.
Nada.
I just think it's because they just hadn't organized themselves. It's now back at RFEA, and acting KRU CEO Sylvia Kamau says that they are going to do some structural improvements to the grounds for them to be able to handle the capacity. The question comes in because, as you're saying, I mean, if a Simba's game is chaotic, can you imagine how Sevens is going to become, or Sevens is going to be? My biggest issue is, and that's a question I'm asking myself, and I don't know who handles. I'm not attacking, but whoever's handling the PR really needs to work on it. You can't be saying that you don't have sponsors now. It's 3 months to the damn tournament. How can you be saying that you don't have sponsors? Then we're setting up ourselves for failure. We don't have money. Previously, what used to happen when Sevens was a very successful tournament, the Sevens tournament in itself used to generate income, and that income would be used to organize the tournament. We don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have an organizing committee to run the tournament. Like you're saying, we don't have sponsors. And it just leaves you to wonder what to expect on the 10th to 12th.
Yep.
If these teams, yes, have confirmed, I thought to build sevens to where, to take sevens to the next level from where it was when we were successful. And I'm going to say about 2012. I'll forget about 2013, 2014. We were successful in terms of a commercial standpoint. I'm thinking about when teams used to come. Sevens needs to get to a point where it's cash.
Yeah.
There needs to be a cash incentive. If you want USA are in limbo, they haven't confirmed if they're coming.
Yeah.
But if you want the likes of USA to come, there needs to be a cash incentive.
Yeah.
Now. You need to be telling guys, hey, come make $100,000 after crabs. With the corporate organizations we have in Kenya, Damima, do you honestly want to tell me that you're not going to hack $100,000?
It's not even, I mean, we had Masaku 7.
Yes.
We have all these other tournaments that come from nowhere.
Yes.
And they have cash incentive, even for the women's team.
Exactly.
So I don't see how the biggest sevens tournament in Kenya does not have sponsors and cannot have, a cash prize at the end.
Exactly. It just doesn't make sense. And so from an organization point, from a commercial point, that is where I'm coming from. Yes, we're going to be told that we're attacking sevens or not. No, we're just being honest.
Yeah.
You guys are disorganized. You should have organized this thing a long time ago. You should have I was on a forum where guys were saying, are these guys serious that they're having the press conference to launch sevens in August and it's supposed to be happening the first week of November, the second week of November? We need to get some serious guys there, or we need to get guys who are going to be working overtime to make sure sevens is a success. But I'm curious about one thing, and I'll ask you this question because you've worked on relatively successful sevens tournaments. What's your take on IFEA from a logistical standpoint?
Nightmare.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just think it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Look at security. Getting in and out. There's only one main road, and it's not a very big one.
Yes.
It's your skinny Ngong road.
Yeah.
So if anything should happen,
Yeah.
I mean, let's hope nothing will.
Yeah.
But you don't. How are people going to get in and out? Even if you're using the entrance that goes to Impala, it's still going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
So logistically for me, if you push it, I'd say Nyayo. Kasarani is the best.
Yes.
It's got multiple entrances, meaning multiple exits. You can ferry people in and out. There are many checks before you get to the actual stadium. At Ngong Road, to be honest, if someone decides, if maybe there are 10 breaches in the fence, man, we've got to get security for days. If it's about seating, that's just a whole other thing. I mean, we're saying we don't have sponsors, so how are we going to arrange for more seating? Where is that going to come from? Because then you need someone to come on board and say, yes, we will take care of more stands. But if we don't have that, how's it going to happen? It's going to be people trampling all over each other. Sevens is huge. I mean, in as much as we know that 15s is a home of rugby and that's where we should be. Sevens, it's festival rugby. People will come.
It is.
Anyway, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, but we'd like to hear what people have to say.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what you have to say. I'm sure prices will be hiked. So that not everyone will want to come. Anyway, moving on to international rugby, just before we wrap up. We had the Bledisloe 2 happening. That was New Zealand versus Wallabies. So All Blacks Wallabies 40-12. It was 14-7 at halftime. And then the All Blacks happened. And in the other game, we had Argentina taking on South Africa, where they actually beat South Africa 32-19.
Yeah, I mean, commendable performance by both Argentina and New Zealand. For New Zealand, Bodenberg getting 30 points, scoring 4 tries. Excellent performance from us, number 10, Standoff. I think he had a very good game, but everyone on the New Zealand end had a good game, and that's why they were able to take off in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Typical New Zealand. You'd expect that the Wallabies know, okay, fine, I can hold them until halftime, but after halftime, these guys are going to switch a gear and then be able to measure up the intensity. Didn't happen, unfortunately for them. They soaked in 28 points, or there's a 28-point difference between them and New Zealand. For Argentina versus South Africa, a shocker for everyone in Mendoza. Everyone expected that South Africa were going to be able to beat Argentina. But Argentina showing that what consistency does, because they joined the tournament in 2012. 2012 is when the tournament was expanded to the Rugby Championship. See what they've done in 6 years. And I think this is the second time they've beat South Africa. See what they've been able to do against a top-tier nation. So, you have to props to the Argentina team, showing that they're also they're excellent talent, especially at the number 10 position. When Martin Hernandez left Argentina, everyone thought, okay, Argentina are done. Then Nicolas Sanchez comes, and performances like what he had on Saturday, you can only think that it's going to be best. Things are going to be good for Argentina going forward.
Yep. Yeah. Guys, I'm taking guys back to the fact this is Safari 7's topic.
Yes.
Tell us what you think. Like, comments upon comments upon comments. Remember, you can find us on social media. That is by following us on Instagram, liking our page on Facebook, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'm Timmy Duffield.
And I'm Nara Kamuya.
See you in part 3.
Yep.